Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SD channel, aka Spiritual Desires, for we are always spiritually led to our utmost desires. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. I really do appreciate you coming here for today's collective reading. Here we do collective reading for all zodiac signs. For all zodiac signs are welcome here in this safe space. As a disclaimer, please know that these readings are for entertainment purposes only, so some things may or may not resonate with you. However, take what does and leave what doesn't. And know that if you are in need of a personal reading because you have a personal situation that you want to go in more depth about, look in my description box below. I have an amazing life coach, mentor, and spiritual advisor, and she offers a list of services that I know can be of benefit to you. So yes, please reach out to her if you are in need of a personal reading or any other services that she may offer on her website, okay? With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right, so we are just going to be doing a full tarot spread here for today's collective reading, and we're just going to see what comes out, all right? So let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? I just want to go ahead and mix these up really good. All right, as you see, they are all mixed up. All right, so, all right. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, yeah, they're mixed up good. So whatever messages come out are the right messages for you. I see the Temperance card already wants to come out, so we'll see if it comes back out. Okay, let's see here. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? All right. Maybe needing to be patient with your finances, okay? I know a lot of us are experiencing some financial setbacks, changes, difficulties, etc. So if you are going through some financial woes here, I would just say be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself. Don't get too up in arms about your money. Know that, money is a flow, so it comes and it goes. So if you are, having to pay for more things at this moment, know that the money it will come back to you at the right time, okay? All right, so let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Okay, first card you have out here is the Hierophant card, but it came out in reverse, okay? So this is what it would look like upright, but again, it is in reverse. Okay, so collective, you could be minimizing what you're feeling, okay? You could not truly be listening to your inner guides. I'm also getting a strong feeling here that you are wanting to do something different, something outside of the norm, something something different than what a lot of people expect out of you, okay? I feel as though you're somewhat tired of whatever the repetitive nature of life, however that has been for you. I feel as though you have grown tired of it and you truly are wanting to make a change. Um, However, whatever change this is that you may be making, it could shock a lot of people. It could not sit well with everyone around you. But nevertheless, it will behoove you to do what is right for you and what you feel more spiritually called to do versus letting others' opinions affect or dictate how you move, okay? So the next card you have out here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. All right. Again, this is what it would be upright, but it did come out in reverse. Okay. So if you are making some changes, I would say don't be so impulsive. Um, don't move without thinking about what it is that you really want to do, okay? Because you could run into more obstacles as you're trying to change things in your life than what's necessary, okay? Because you're trying so hard to move away from something that you feel no longer serves you, but you're jumping into something that you haven't really taken your time to think things through about. All right. So make sure that that's exactly what you're doing. Make sure that you are asserting yourself in the right way and not moving. Make sure you are moving strategically. It's really what I'm trying to say. Okay. Be strategic about what it is that you're trying to do. Because if you move too quickly and you haven't thought things through, or you haven't gotten things in your life aligned perfectly for you to make this new change, then again, you're going to create more obstacles in your path. Okay. And that's not what you want to do, especially if you're trying to go after something that you've never, maybe you're embarking on something new that you've never actually experienced before, right? So maybe you're moving to another country, but you've only lived in one country all of your life, okay? Or maybe you are starting a new relationship, but you are getting into a relationship with someone that's a lot different than what you're used to, okay? So you want to make sure that you're taking your time with this new move, with this new change, with this new relationship, because you could be investing in something that later on down the line is not what you thought it would be, all right? And so you don't want to create um you don't want to just create errors for no reason. All right. So just be careful with that. All right. So the next card you have out here, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse as well. Again, this is what it would be upright, but it is in reverse. All right. So collective, seriously, don't move too fast because you could fumble the bag. And when I say the bag, I mean not just money. It could be money, but it doesn't have to be money. You really could just fumble a lot of your opportunities, all right? Or you could invest into something that was never worth your time if you aren't careful about what it is that you are doing, okay? Study what you need to study. Be mindful of the direction that you're going in. Again, don't just Don't just jump all into something and you haven't done your research, okay? That's like buying a home and you never went to an open house. You have yet to see what the inside of the home looks like. You just know that it's beautiful on the outside, and here you didn't put down thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home, and then when you finally get the keys, everything on the inside is a mess. And then now you have to invest even more money into repair work, but had you did your due diligence from the beginning, you would have known that the inside of the house was a mess. And you could have at least either prepared to still buy the house as is, or keep looking for the house that is more in alignment for you, right? So that's what I mean. Like, don't fumble a good opportunity all because you're moving too swiftly. Okay? So be mindful of that. The next card you have out here is the Strength in reverse. All right. Again, this is what it will look upright, but it is in reverse. All right. Um, collective, collective, collective. I really do hope you see this reading before you make any bold moves. Um, because honestly, what I'm seeing right now, this journey that you are about to embark on, you're going to experience some delays. I'm just being honest. It looks like you may experience some delays, and these delays, unfortunately, may cause you to, I don't want to say to go into a sense of depression. No, I think that that's a little, that's a little absurd. but I feel as though it's going to cause you to feel a little weak at times. It's going to cause you to maybe doubt yourself. It's going to cause you to feel as though you're going to look back on certain moves and honestly regret them, okay? But again, if you were to see this reading before you just jump into something new, please take this advice. Please understand that it's always better to take your time, okay? It's always more beneficial for you if you just put one foot in front of the other, all right? Slow and steady wins the race, okay? So, not jumping into something new that you do not yet feel as prepared to do is going to benefit you later on if you take your time, okay? I can't stress that enough, because if you're not looking within for the right answers, if you're just chasing a dream that you have not even prepared yourself for, it's going to ultimately lead you down a path of impediments. All right. And I'm just being honest. And once you start to experience these struggles, it's going to weaken your senses. Like, it's going to weaken how you feel about yourself. It's going to weaken how you feel about this new beginning. Um, and you don't want that to ultimately cause you any anxiety later on. All right. So I would just say, honestly, be careful with anything, whether it's a commitment in a relationship, whether it's you trying to commit to a new move, whether it's you committing to a job, um, like, especially if you know, like, on a relationship sense, especially if you are coming into a relationship with someone that has kids, um, just take your time to get to know that person's family first, okay? Before you just say, okay, well, we're going to be together. Let's move in together. Let's do this. Let's do that. Hold on for a second, all right? Take your time to get to know that person, their kids, maybe even the kids' parents, what or the kids' fathers, the kids' mother. You know what I mean? Like, take your time with this, with whatever it is that you're doing. Just be easy, all right? Let things gradually grow, all right? Because it will benefit you later on if you just do things by the book, all right? Okay, so the next card you have out here, you have the World card. Finally, we get something that's upright, which is beautiful, okay? So you could be completing something. So let's say this has already happened, right? Especially with the World card falling in the middle of your spread, I would say that if you have already if you've already gone down this path and you have already unfortunately gone through these mistakes, well, you're now able to wrap up this cycle, okay? You're now able to bring these heartaches to an end, and now you can start fresh, and now you can you can learn from those mistakes, and you can go down a new path, but you can do it this time with a better understanding of who you are and how you should move when you're trying to start something new in your life, okay? So learn from the mistakes of the past, and know that any mistakes we make, it's all a part of our growth, okay? It's all about us becoming wiser and more educated about how life works, okay? And it's all about never making the same mistakes again, okay? So you've learned from these mistakes. You know what to do and what not to do. And of course, life is full of mistakes. We make them unknowingly all the time. You can't just expect perfection, but at the end of the day, you can you can do things moving forward differently than what you've done in the past, because you're wiser, because you're more aware, okay? So again, take those lessons, um, implement them into your life, and just move forward with that knowledge. All right. So the next card you have out here is the Six of Pentacles, but it is also in reverse. Okay. Upright, reverse. Okay. So if you were giving to something in the past, I just feel like right now you're choosing to pull back. Okay. So if you were giving a lot of your time to a relationship, if you were giving a lot of your money towards something, you're saying, okay, no longer. Like from now on, I'm just going to either save my money or use those resources that I have to invest in myself. I'm no longer putting all of this effort into someone else or something else that doesn't benefit me, because here you are becoming more and more depleted because you're giving too much into something that just isn't giving back enough into you. Okay. So again, in that sense, that would be a wiser thing to do. Don't invest your time, your effort, your money, your energy into something that is not as well meeting you halfway. Like if you're not benefiting from something, again, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's just a particular environment that you have been stuck in for a while, make the changes that you need to make to get out of any sticky situations that just don't benefit you in the long run. Okay. Next card you have out here is the Six of Wands. Again, it is in reverse, upright, but as we can see, it is in reverse. Okay, so now what I'm getting with that card, let's just say you were investing time into a relationship specifically, or even a job. Okay, let's say you had been at a job for a long period of time. Okay, and like I said, you've now decided, okay, well, I'm gonna either quit or I'm gonna either maybe just put that put less effort into this job and start putting more effort into starting me a business, right? Okay, well, once you decide to take that initiative, you will have people, okay, like let's just say co-workers or even a boss. You will have people that were maybe at that job that are just no longer supporting you. Okay, maybe they do start to um just pray on your downfall, okay? Or they just are hoping that you are not successful in your new ventures. Don't worry about that, okay? At the end of the day, when we make changes for ourselves and we are trying to elevate and grow within our own selves and within our own life, you are automatically going to have people that just don't want to see you progress, okay? Um, in that case, then you know that you're doing something right. They are wanting you to be stagnant. They are wanting you to be stuck where you are and to never see your potential. Okay, well, now you are about to pretty much put a wake up call in these people's lives. You're going to let, like, you're standing on business, okay? You're going after what you want. And at the end of the day, regardless of what the outcome is, you know that you took the courage to invest more into yourself. And if there are people that don't want to see you thrive, that's just because they themselves don't know how to add value to their own life. And so they're just looking to diminish yours. All right. So don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the naysayers. They come and go. At the end of the day, especially once you become successful in this new venture, what can they say other than congratulations? Okay. So yeah, that's just a little message that I'm getting as well. But yeah, we're not gonna worry about sideline haters. Okay, we don't care about the people on the sideline. We're worrying about us and what we doing, and we're focused on what God has for us. Okay. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? Anything else? Okay. Okay, so the next card you have out here, you have the wheel. All right, so things are definitely turning in your favor. And then it fell underneath the world card. So for sure, you are moving in the right direction. You have two major arcana. that are falling directly under each other. This lets it be known that God is guiding your steps, okay? You are moving in the direction that God wants you to move in. You're wrapping up any cycles that no longer serve you. You are ridding yourself of people and situations that are just not um, benefiting you, or they aren't conducive to the journey that you're going on next. And so you're just leaving those people behind. You're moving forward and you're turning things in your favor. Okay. So just know that things are aligning for you. You are on the right track, and don't let anybody, stop you from moving in the direction that feels uh, in alignment for you. Okay. All right. Now, last card you have out here, you have the sun. Okay. But it is in reverse. All right. So again, upright, but it's in reverse. Okay. So to me, this just goes back to the people that you are pulling your energy away from. Okay. Um, I feel as though you are, again, you're very self-focused here. You've made some mistakes that you know could have been prevented. And you now see the error of your ways from past mistakes. And you know that if you keep going down this same rabbit hole, you're never going to really reach your purpose, okay? And you know that there are people in your life that are just holding you back. So you pulling your energy away from them, again, they're going to be upset. They're going to hate. They're not going to like the fact that you are making necessary changes for yourself. But that's their problem, right? So if people are not happy for you, if people are not supporting you, know that the divine is supporting you. And know that even if this new change is one that you are having to do on your own, you are going to meet new people along the way that's going to offer you assistance, help, and support. Okay, so you will attract in the right types of people that are wishing well for you as you release the people that aren't. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And again, don't let these sideline haters um stop you from what you're doing, because you are investing in yourself in the right way, and you're going to see the fruit of your labor pay off once you get everything sorted out. All right. At the bottom of the deck here, you have the Three of Cups. So again, that just goes back to all the new people that are going to come in and help you. And you will, of course, still have people from your past that are in your corner. You do have good friends. You do have a strong support system. And you do have people that are wanting to see you do well. You're just having to decipher and use your discernment on these people. Okay, you are having to be very mindful as to who you're connecting with, and you're having to be very mindful as to who deep down is just not in support of you. Okay, and you're doing your due diligence with that, and you are making sure, like, hey, just letting them know, I love you, but I'm just going to have to love you from afar, because right now we are just not on the same, we're just not on the same playing field at the moment. Okay, but again, you do have people that are supporting you. Spirit is aligning you. Look at those stars. That's beautiful. That is Spirit's gift to you. He's aligning things for you. He's putting the right people in alignment as you go down this new path. Okay, so you are aligning with the right people. You're creating a new soul family for yourself. And again, you are going to have those that are supporting you, and those that will, if you stumble, they will be there to catch your fall. Okay, so just keep up the good work. Keep doing what you know is right for you, and just know that everything will pay off for you at the right time. Okay, just don't give up. All right, let's go ahead and just get some advice from Spirit, and then we are going to end it on that. All right, let's see. Spirit, what advice do you have for the collective when it comes to this message? Spirit, what advice do you have for the collective when it comes to this message? Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us. Thank you for helping us to see clearly what it is that you want us to know. What advice do you have, Spirit? What advice do you have? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. So the card you have out here, it says a time to give rather than take. All right. New moon in Virgo. Okay. Now, I know essentially you may think that you need to give more of yourself. Um, but that's not what I'm feeling here. What I feel as though this message is really saying is it's time for you to give more into yourself, okay, versus taking things away from yourself for the sake of others. Okay, so it's time for you to invest more time into your businesses, into what, just growth. Okay, just growth for your life. All right, so whatever that is, whether that be investing time into your body, maybe working out more, eating better, maybe doing some type of physical activities. Okay, whether that's investing more time into your beauty. Maybe you want to go get your hair colored, get your nails done. For the men out there, maybe you want to go get a haircut. Maybe you want to do a little bit more shopping. You know, things of that nature. Things that's just helping you to feel better about yourself. And at the end of the day, just investing in all the things that you want to hopefully fulfill in this world, okay? So start investing more into your livelihood, start investing more into any business ideas that you have, whatever it is. I don't care if it's a hobby, if you like to sing, if you like to dance, it doesn't matter. Anything that just helps you feel good, helps you to feel better about yourself, invest more of your time into that, okay? All right, well, that is what I have for y'all. At the bottom of the deck here, it does say adjustments are required. And I think those are the adjustments that are required. Okay, third quarter moon. The adjustment is you getting rid of people and environments that don't serve you, and you investing more time, effort, energy, and money into you. All right, so continue to do that. You are moving in the right direction, and you are doing the right things for yourself. All right. Well, that's what I have for y'all today in today's reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, of course. I hope that I see you here again in the next one. But until then, be safe, be blessed, be good to yourself, and be good to others. All right? Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.